y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Tonight I'm going to talk about kingdom love and what love means coming from a biblical standpoint and not a world standpoint. And I've been struggling with love for a long time. People express love in many different ways, and me, I always thought love was a feeling, just like everybody in the world, thought love was a feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to feel love, but, according to the word, it's not a feeling. It's more of a choice. So let's go ahead and get into the word. We're going to start out with 1 Corinthians 13:13, and we're going to see what Paul says about love. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not love, I become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge and have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burnt and have not love, it profits me nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not easily angered and has no memories of wrongdoing. So this is what Paul says about love. You can have all the wisdom in the world. You can have faith that can move mountains. You can give your possessions to the poor. You can have the tongues of angels and the tongues of men, great knowledge, great understanding, prophecy, so many gifts and abilities. But if those abilities is not rooted and grounded in love, it's pointless. It's nothing. It does no good when you don't have love. Love is the key to all that. If you add love to all those things, then that's great. You're on point. But if you have not love, all that stuff you're doing is in vain. You can give everything you own in your house away. You can give your shirt off your back. But if you don't have love, it's nothing. You can pay your tithes all the time. All the time. But if you don't have love, man, that's good. So that's great. You paying your tithes. You got faith. That's good. But if you don't have love, if you're hating your brother or sister, or you're gossiping and this, that, and the third, that's nothing. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to pursue other things, pursue love like your life is dependent on it, because love is of the Father, Yahweh, Elohim, God. So if you want to reflect Him, then you need to pursue love, because He is love. And if you don't love, you're not of Yahweh, or you ain't trying to love, you're not of the Father. So pursue love, man. Love is greater than faith, is greater than goodness, is greater than mercy. Love is, when you have love, all those things pop out. And that's what I'm learning. I did some research and looked up that word, in the concordance. And the word that he's using here is agape in the Greek language. And agape love is a love without a feeling. It's a choice. It's not a feeling. It's more of a choice. I'm choosing to love you even though I maybe not feel like it. I'm not going to hurt you because I want to show you love. I'm not going to curse you out because I want to respect you. That's love. Or I'm not going to, hurt somebody out of my anger because I'm going to love. That's a choice for me to do right. So that's love, when you do the right things when you don't even feel like it. That's being patient. So we ought to not do things that does not reflect love. We need to reflect love. So, you know, even like, you know, in your marriage or whatever like that, a lot of people, you know, some people say, man, I've fallen out of love with my spouse and, you know, things ain't the same. We ain't in love no more. Well, according to here, that type of love, you're supposed to love your wife. That's not a feeling. You're choosing to love your wife. That's not a feeling. It's not a feeling. So if you're expecting a feeling, then you in some real deep trouble, man. Because if we go based off feelings, we have different feelings and emotions every day. 1 minute you're mad, 1 minute you're angry, 1 minute you're sad, 1 minute you're depressed. So if you go based off feelings, then we gonna be in a lot of trouble. We're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So, you know, we're commanded to love, and that's a choice according to the scriptures. Agape is a love without a feeling. It's a choice. So if you want to reflect kingdom holiness, then you need to love when you don't even feel like it. You need to do right when you don't feel like it. You need to keep that mouth shut when you don't feel like it. It's a hard thing to do because this is something that I struggle with deeply, and I'm still working on it. You know, it's a process, but I seek it. I'm pursuing it, you know, because that's what we ought to do. So let's look at another scripture on love. We're going to go to John 13:34 through 35. John 13, verse 34 and 35.
You spread joy like rainfall inside me. You pulled me from the longest sleep and kissed my tired eyelids away.
Okay. It says, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you also. Love one another. By this shall all men know that you are my disciples, if you have loved one another. So basically, Yeshua the Messiah, he's talking to his disciples, and basically he's telling them to love, because they, you know, if we love, people are going to know that we are called by his name if we love. But if we're going around here doing, you know, crazy stuff, talking crazy, murdering people, doing all type of detestable things that is not pleasing in his life, how are they going to know that we have love? You know, they ain't going to know. But he said right here in verse 35, it says that by this shall all men know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. So basically, you know, if we're in the workplace, man, and somebody just cussed you out and talk trash to you, your boss man looking down to you, and you respond to them in a kind way, and you do what they tell you to do, that's showing love. That's showing love. People gonna look at you like, wow, this person didn't respond that way. You know, he's different. You know, that's how they're gonna know that you're called by his name, if you do those type of acts. You know, when you're upset and things don't go your way and you remain calm and peaceful about things, man, people are gonna know that, you know, you have a certain demeanor about you. If you want to reflect the Messiah, you have to seek and practice love. You have to. Because if not, you're gonna look like a heathen, and I've done that. In the community, in my job, and at home. You know? And I just got tired, man. I'm like, I don't want to live like this no more. I want to be different, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not an easy task. Love is not, the agape love is not an easy task. The world love is easy. You know what I'm saying? Because once the world love is, well, shoot, you ain't doing for me, I ain't gonna do for you. I'm done with you. Bam. That's, you know, that's it. But as long as you do for me, I'ma always do for you. I'ma love you. You know? But the agape love is when your enemy talking trash to you, doing this, that, and the third, but you still bless them. Your enemy come up and ask you to borrow $5 when you done heard from 10 people that they've been slandering your name. You know? That's the agape love. A love without a feeling. It's a choice to even treat your enemies good. the one that just shot at you when you knew you could have. You knew you could have did something. You knew you know what I'm saying? You knew you could have retaliated, but now you held your peace. You know what I'm saying? Your uncle or somebody did this or did that, and you could have did this and did that, but you didn't retaliate because of the love you had for the Father, the fear that you had for the Father. When you knew you was right and they was wrong, you didn't retaliate. You didn't once respond because the Father said, vengeance is his, let him avenge, not you, because human anger does not produce the righteousness of Elohim. Our anger, it ain't gonna produce nothing but evil. You know, I can, you know, tell you all about that because I've done did it. Anger is not a good feeling. It does not lead to great things, you know. So, you know, man, just stay away from things that lead you not to love people, man. You know what I'm saying? Anger, that's not love, man. It just causes you to sin, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from stuff like that. Even people that make you angry, but show them love, you know, in the midst of your anger. It's a hard thing to do, but practice it, seek it, desire it, pray for it. And if you seek those things, man, the Father's going to help you to love the way He has called you to love. Let's look at another scripture. We're going to go to Matthew 22, 36 through 40. Okay. Master, which is the greater commandment in the law? Yeshua said unto him, you shall love Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like unto it. You shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So you see here, love is a big deal. Love is a very big deal. If you love the Father, you will keep His commands. You will keep His laws. You will keep His ways. And you will love your neighbor as yourself. Like I said, love is not a feeling, man. You know, you may not feel like doing this and doing that. You may not feel like honoring your father or your mother. You may feel like lying. You may be in a situation where you are desiring to steal or to kill. But if you love your father, you wouldn't do those things. If you love your father, you would take a rest day like he commanded you to. You know, that's you showing your love towards him by keeping his word. His word. His word according to Matthew 22, 36 through 40. And you will love your neighbor as yourself. You don't want nobody doing things to you that you don't want them to, you know what I'm saying, that you don't want done. You know, if you were thirsty and want a glass of water, you want somebody to give it to you. If you was on the side of the road, you want somebody to pick you up. You know, for instance, you know, I was on the way coming back from Wilmington, and you know, me being cheap at the time, I only put a certain amount of gas on my car. I was like, yeah, I know my vehicle. I know my vehicle. And on the way back, I ran out of gas, man. And it's like, I'm like, dog, man. You know, I had my family with me. I'm like, oh, man. You know, so I pulled up this ramp, and it was some people there. I'm like, well, let me go ask and, you know, see if they can help me out or whatever like that, you know. And I did, you know, they, you know, helped me get a gas can and, you know, put gas in the vehicle or whatever like that, man. You know, that was them showing love, man. You know what I'm saying? And I will, you know, and that's how we have to be. If you want that to be done to you, you have to do that to other people, man. You know, that was, Yahweh having, you know, favor on me and mercy on me out of my stupidity and ignorance, you know, he still had grace and mercy on me to provide a way for me and my family, man. You know, he already knew that was going to happen, so he put them right there already waiting for me to get there because he knew I was going to get there. So, love the Father with all your heart and all your mind, man. This is the first and great commandment. And love your neighbor, man. Love your neighbor, you know, and ask the Father to give you those desires to love him and to love your neighbor. It's not an overnight thing, man. You're gonna fall, you're gonna have some hiccups. You're looking at one. You're looking at a guy who done messed up and done all type of things, man. You know what I'm saying? Still not perfect, but I'm working my way to another level. You know, it's levels, man. It's different levels in your walk, man, in your purpose, man. You know, I'm you know, a few years ago I was at a lower level. Now I'm like, you know, I'm steadily going up, and I'm steadily seeking him and desiring to be more like him every day and reflecting him every day, man. You know, that's our purpose, is to glorify him, man, and to love, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we ought to seek and desire. So let's go to, we're going to go to Micaiah 6 and 8. Micaiah 6 and 8. Okay. He has showed you, O man, what is good, and what doeth Yahweh require? To do justly, and to love, have mercy, and to walk humbly with your Elohim. This is what he required. This is his will. To love, to have mercy, and to be just, and to be humble. And to be humble. But love is the greatest, because he is love. If you want to reflect your Father which is in heaven, you need to seek love. You need to seek love over all, man, and add those things. Love needs to be your foundation. It needs to be your foundation for everything. Because if you can love, man, oh, you can have mercy. You can have goodness. You can have faith. When you add all those things to love, whew, my God. Yeah, you'll be a dangerous person. Very, very dangerous person. So I urge everybody today that is watching to change their way of thinking, man. Change your way of thinking and pursue love over a gift or ability or a talent. You know, I made past few videos telling people to seek their gift. But I'm telling you today, man, seek love over everything. Because if you can have love, man, you can do your gift. You can, you know, do whatever Yah's calls you to do. But seek love. Seek love. Seek love. Love is the greatest thing you can do. Seek love. And remember what I said. Love is not a feeling. Love is not a feeling, man. So if you're married and you're going through issues with your spouse, remember, love her. Love her. It's not a feeling. It's not a feeling. Men, you are required to love your wife. A woman is not required to love you. She's required to respect you and submit to you. So love your wife, man. Love your wife. Love your children. Love the Father. Keep his words. Keep his commandments, man. Love your neighbor. And reflect love. Because if you can reflect love, you are reflecting holiness. And that's what I desire for my walk. And for me. And for my house. Is to reflect kingdom holiness and kingdom righteousness. If I can reflect those things, man, then everything else will fall into place. So, until again, folks, man, I hope y'all heard me. Hope y'all seek love with your life depending on it. Y'all be blessed. And till again, have a great night.